Hi, this is Alessio. Hope you're well and welcome to this video. In this particular video, I want to show you definitive proof, absolute proof that in fact that a recession is very highly probable and that a recession is coming potentially in the next 12 to 18 months. Now, you probably heard recent news that the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell has said that a recession is highly unlikely. There's no risk of a recession, according to him. But I'm sure that you, like me, would prefer to actually see factual evidence, actual facts as to whether a recession is likely or not. Now, before I show you the chart that I think you may not have seen, I want to show you a chart in this video that is probable you've not seen before. But before I show you that chart, let me show you the chart that you have probably seen. This is one that has been plastered all over the media in the last few weeks. So the first chart we're going to take a look at, and again, this is one you've probably seen before, is the yield curve. In other words, the yield curve inversion. So this is actually one of the most powerful indications of a recession, that whenever a yield curve becomes inverted, becomes negative, that a recession is very highly probable, very likely. And you can see in the previous occasions in the year 2000, in the year 2006, when the yield curve went negative, we can see a recession happen within the next 12 to 18 months. So as we have a yield curve inversion, we have the yield curve inverted just recently, then therefore a likely recession might happen by the year 2021, as you can see there on that chart. Okay, let's leave that for a moment. So here's the thing. I'm sure you've seen that chart already. By the way, I want to mention that we mentioned that yield curve inversion chart months before the mainstream media even talked about it. In fact, the first time I even talked about the yield curve inversion chart was back in March of 2019, and the media only talked about it back in August. So there you go. So our viewers and our subscribers who watch these videos are way ahead of everybody else. Anyway, but here's the thing. I want to show you a chart now you've probably not seen. So this is the chart I want to bring to your attention now. This is a chart, courtesy of Jason Gerpert of Sentiment Trader, where you can see the essentially the manufacturing numbers. In other words, the ISM manufacturing and ISM new orders, often referred to as the PMI. So essentially, what you can see there on the right-hand side is that these two pieces of data, the manufacturers, the ISM manufacturing, and the ISM new orders, shown to you in the blue, dark blue, and the light blue lines, have gone negative, actually not negative, but they've gone below 50. So whenever you see a reading of when both of these lines, both these readings go below 50, a recession is very likely. It happened back in the year 2000, I think it was the year 2000, and also in the year 2008, when both these lines went below the 50 level. Essentially, a recession becomes very highly probable. You might be thinking, well, what about those two false signals we saw back in the year 2012? And also in the year 2015. The thing is that in those two false signals, there was no yield curve inversion. So the yield curve was not inverted with those two green signals you see there. So they don't really matter. The fact is we do have a yield curve inversion right now. So that last signal you see there in this year is important. And let's go, just guys, leave that for a chart for a moment. You can actually get that chart, by the way, on TradingView. Let me show you, you can find it. On the charts of TradingView, let's take a look at the next chart here. If you just go and take a look at this, if you just put an ISM manufacturing index in the TradingView search, you can get this chart. You can see there it is for you. ISM manufacturing is a widely watched indicator of recent U.S. economic activity. So in other words, guys, when this line goes below the 50 level, it's showing that there's signs of economic uncertainty, potential slowdown in the economy. That essentially is what's told behind the story of these two lines when they go below that 50. Guys, I hope this video has helped. And by the way, we're going to do a webinar very soon on how to prepare for a recession. So when you see the link for that, make sure you register in the future. Thanks very much. Bye for now. Thanks very much, guys. Again, please remember, if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe today. And also, please hit the bell icon to make sure you're notified of our future video updates. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.